Wakulima, ongezeni kilimo. Whenever I'm doing this is called raking. Like whenever I'm at home, every morning, this is what I love doing most. Like raking the floor. I'll talk about this when I'll be talking about deep litter poultry farming. There's this funny thing. Let me call it, there's this funny story, there's this funny hype that says, don't buy chicken medicine again. The magical benefits of guava leaves. Guava leaves. An interesting topic to discuss. Most of my friends and my followers have inboxed me to discuss it. And I'm here to answer your questions. My name is Antonio Innocent Mdongi, a poultry expert by profession, or rather poultry nutritionist up to master's level. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, guys, just hit the subscribe button, like and share. And this is another great moment whereby I bring to your attention that I got you covered. At least I've done for you masterclasses whereby you can go there, learn, and just start a poultry farming on your own without consulting anyone, without watching 1,000 videos just to get a small information. Check the link I've put in the description below, enroll as a student, and you'll like it. Don't buy chicken medicine. The magical benefits that guava leaves can do. You have first to understand as a farmer. Look behind me. This is an investment. Millions of money. We did a video. You've watched it. There's a link shared here. How much money you need to start a 300,000 chicken layer farm. And that money is for what? Now, can you afford to risk that money? I've talked in the videos that the biggest risk we are facing as layers chicken farmers is diseases. And I've put much attention on biosecurity, treatment and prevention of these diseases, the right medication for the right disease. But before we get there, what is the mechanism that we are employing to avoid and avert this disease? Throughout my career and throughout my education, there is nowhere my lecturers came in class and discussed the use of herbs in production. What magical benefits can guava leaves do? Back in the village, we told that guava leaves are used for treating, dents in the teeth. So how do that relate then to birds? Because in production of layers, we are battling with viruses and we are battling with bacteria, gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. What are some of the ways that we can handle viruses? Viruses have got no cure. So how will then guava leaves cure a virus if, for God's sake, we want to deal with a viral infection? We have Newcastle disease. We have, let's say, we have Newcastle, or we'll have infectious basal disease. How then are guava leaves going to treat this infection? What treats a disease? What prevents a disease? What treats a disease is an active ingredient. What is this active ingredient that is in guava leaves? Let's be a bit scientific. That then will control disease X. Tell me in the comment section. Don't risk your millions simply by trying. Your farm is not a lab. for doing experiments and trials. Your farm is a bank. A bank is guarded. This is money. This is an investment. I did a video and we were discussing on how to start a farm, and we're talking about the type of money. So how will you risk that money with guava leaves? For example, in treating most bacterial infections, let's take an example of treating infectious coryza. We are treating infectious coryza and we are looking for tetracycline in this particular medicament that will try to help us kill the disease causative agent by coryza. So you see, you want tetracycline. For what? For denaturing this disease causative agent, this agent that is bringing about infectious coryza. Now, the easiest way I can explain and say, like, how are some of us managing to raise birds without infections or raise birds without any particular antibiotic being used? We are just simply playing with the pH in the GIT of the bird. Scientifically, there are some disease, because let me talk of bacteria. You see, the gram-positive and the gram-negative bacteria. There is bacteria that will not survive in acidic pH, and the opposite is true. So we simply play with this pH. If I can get a component that can alter this pH, I will simply do what? I will simply suppress one bacteria, which I can call it in a layman's language, the bad bacteria that is bringing about coccidiosis, which is coccidia, and I will promote the good biota, the bacteria that will help us in breaking down the feed and being utilized efficiently. That's why when you look at our droppings, they are sausage shaped. They are like sausage with a white capping of uric acid. But this one is firm and I can break it. The secret here is promoting the good bacteria to function. So which active ingredient is contained in guava leaves that then will promote the good biota in increasing digestibility, absorption of these nutrients into the system? So which magic is that? Where is the magic? Tell me in the comment section. Which active ingredient is there in guava leaves? Which is this one? In a nutshell, farmers, my followers, I repeat, like I've just mentioned in the previous episodes, there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. It is easy. We want to avoid and control these diseases as much as we can through biosecurity, through vaccination. And if at all bad luck these diseases come, we identify the right disease and use the right tested, certified, proven medication. This is a business. This is money, millions invested here. So if there's any chance of any disease coming up, we need to sort it out like immediately. We identify it. By the time the birds spread, the disease is spread to the rest of the flock, we've identified those birds, we've isolated them, given them the right medication, they are healing as we prevent this other side. But these stories of guava leaves, chana now. Leave alone that shit, please. Don't do it. Don't risk. Don't risk this investment. You know, maybe, I don't know, but I've never heard about it. I tried to research about it and I don't see it make sense at all. So nothing, and I dispute that guava leaves will do you any benefit. In fact, I had a farmer who is a very good follower, who is a very good follower of mine. She's abroad, but the farm is in Kitale. And you even saw Benjamin's video, who is in Kitale as well. When I was advising Benjamin is keeping the birds on semi-free range. But Benjamin, I told him, if at all he has to use greens, then these greens have to be cleaned well before given to the birds. If possible, blanching should be done. You know, blanching, dipping it in hot water, you know, partially, then giving it to the birds. I have said it and again that diseases, especially bacterial diseases, find themselves into the system of the bird orally. So you're going to pluck your guava leaves from wherever they are, then just coming to give the birds directly for you to get magic. You might get shocked at the end of the day, because you're bringing those leaves here. Have you disinfected them? Have you done blanching on them? Have you washed them before you give the birds? You know, this is a commercial flock, a heavy investment put here. So it's not worth risking. So guys, I love you so much. And stories of guava leaves, no, those are stories of Jabba. I love you.